Holy shit. Just go on, man. Holy shit. We have a lot.
We are going to be talking about our first impressions of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, because as of this moment, the game, because I have a job, unfortunately.
Funny enough, you're farther than I am, but I've been doing side quests.
Talk about that in a second. I got the game because me and Alex both are physical copy snobs, so we both got the disc.
Yeah, and I didn't get mine till like a follow up to the last video. I didn't get mine till like 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. that night.
Because when we recorded the review for 7 Remake, my copy of Rebirth was installing, and he was waiting.
Dude, I don't know. I think a lot of people bought that game in my area.
It's very possible.
Yeah. And it's really nice. It came with like a controller skin and everything, but as soon as I put it on my regular PS4 or 5 controller, the left stick decided to get squeaky, so I had to go buy another controller.
That's unfortunate.
There's a sad story behind that. I already told you.
Well, they don't need to know.
No.
So,
anyway.
We're not going to talk about any of the plots simply because I'm a lot farther than he is.
Basically up to the beginning of chapter 4.
Possibly. I just started, as of this recording, I'm on chapter 8. But I'm only doing the main missions. I'm not really doing... I did one side quest. I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. And now I'm just doing the main story.
I have a question about the game. I'm getting confused. Why does Cloud only seem to have Counter-Strike as his, guard attack thing?
Counter-Strike?
Yeah, it's just a strike, a counter-strike.
Yeah, because if you press triangle...
He doesn't have physical abilities.
He should.
I remember doing a crazy attack with Aerith, and now all Tifa and Aerith say is counter.
I don't... That hasn't happened to me.
I don't know. I'll figure it out later.
Yeah. Anyway, so gameplay-wise, they didn't change too much up, but it feels a lot more fluid here than it did in Remake. And I didn't think Remake was clunky or anything.
Yeah, they just made it's like Spider-Man 1 to 2. It's just improved.
The biggest change gameplay-wise is the level design. Because in Remake, it was all contained in the city of Midgar. Now we have the world map, and this game is huge.
We've come a long way since Final Beta 15.
Yeah, you could now swim, which I remember when you started swimming, you were like, what? You can swim?
Yeah, because in 15, dude, looking back at that open world, quote unquote open, it's just goddamn, that game does so much wrong. That this does so much right. And climbing up terrain and stuff is pretty easy too.
You can climb, you can
I like the chocobo maneuvering, what you can do with them, but the most fun I'll ever have with the chocobo is probably in 15. Those boys
wait to get to the gold saucer.
Oh yeah. Yeah, boy.
Anyway. There's there's a whole open world element now. So now there's creature hunting, there's towers.
The towers don't bother me.
Why are towers in every fucking open world game?
Because Sonic Frontiers inspired Final Fantasy VII Rebirth to put them in.
My God, Sonic inspired 16 and 7 Rebirth. Stop it. Stop copying Sonic.
I know. What the hell, man? I don't know. In the context of this game, I guess, but this whole kid thing that's a Shinya creation that's new to the story. Just some of the stuff that they added kind of bugs me.
Badly?
Yeah, then that other girl, not the robot girl, or whatever the fuck she is. They both look like robots to me. But
they are robots.
Okay, well there you go. That one girl I was just talking about earlier, why the hell is she even in the game? What purpose does she serve?
they're expanding the lore, so they're making new characters, whatever.
Uh,
The only thing I'm going to say about the story in this video is it follows directly on from Remake.
it gives you like a slight little like recap too.
I will say so far, Alex doesn't have any context of this, but it is pretty faithfully following the original Final Fantasy VII.
Other
Aside
than
from the very beginning of the game.
um, yeah, that was really fucking wild.
We'll talk more about that later. You have more playable characters now because in the remake you had Zach. Wow, you had Cloud, Barrett, Tifa, and Aerith. So you had all four of them, and now you have Red 13, Yuffie, and I think Kate Sith has been confirmed to be playable.
Yeah, I've seen the names on the bottom right. I think it is in the combat thing. I saw Kate Sith.
Okay, so Kate Sith is playable. I think Vincent and Sid are in the game, but I don't think they're playable. And Sephiroth is playable.
For a little bit anyway.
And you know the feeling you got in Spider-Man 2 when you play as Venom?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
same type of thing here. But Sephiroth is even more busted than Venom was.
just a few slashes and the enemies are just completely eradicated.
Yeah, like it's not even fair how much more powerful Sephiroth is than Cloud is. Um, what I love about this game so far is I loved Final Fantasy VII Remake, but putting it in an open world, the gameplay just feels that much better.
See, I like Remake, but I don't see myself replaying it from how linear the game can be. But honestly, like with this open world thing, it's just I can play this any way I want now.
And the boss fights so far that I've seen
They're hard.
what was the first boss? The Materia Guardian,
Uh, the
the
only
big
one
green.
I remember the one from PTSD is the Sneck.
Yeah, because there's the Materia Guardian, which Sephiroth and Cloud fight. Yeah, then there's the Midgar Summer, the snake.
That's where I decided, yeah, fuck this difficulty.
Yeah, this game is hard. Let me tell you
like,
guys that this game is really freaking hard.
well,
I thought Remake was hard,
the
but
suffers the same problem Remake had is it starts off like with a decent challenge and then it just skyrockets out of nowhere.
yeah. hmm I
I
honestly
don't.
recommend playing the game on easy your first playthrough,
It's
and then
a little brain dead. It feels like you're automated, but at the same time, you feel really smart. But like doing certain maneuvers and planning out your attacks. Honestly, this game is so good. It pisses me off because it's doing it so well without even trying.
yeah,
You ever you know what I mean? Like 16 felt like it kind of really tried to show itself off. This game, it knows what it is. I'm Final Fantasy 7, bitch. You know I'm awesome.
16. This is you can't compare this in 16 because they are very very different games.
Yeah, 16 had something to prove. We knew this was going to be good from the get go.
Yeah. If you have a
Because this remake.
PS5, you have zero reason not to get this.
Yeah. Just go to a store. Please go to a store or go on Amazon. Buy the physical edition. Otherwise, you're a monster.
I would say this and Spider-Man 2 and 16 are great reasons to buy a PS5.
Yeah, I mean, sure, these games are eventually coming to PC, but if you don't really PC game,
Well,
honestly,
they're made natively for the PlayStation. So,
yeah, I mean, of course, PC versions can have problems, or maybe they're better, but
but also in terms of problems, I haven't ran into like any.
I've seen some graphical glitches, like lighting issues or like textures just
Well, but
popping
I
in
haven't
and
had
out.
I haven't had a crash. I haven't had a frame rate slowdown.
Oh god, no, the frame rate has like been consistently 60.
I haven't seen any pop in or anything like in Sonic Frontiers.
The only amount of pop-in I've seen is probably like the little grass blades, but that's about it.
Oh my god! And the cutscenes look so good, and the music.
Music's so good. I had to listen to the snake boss fight like music again. It was so cool.
I might buy the soundtrack.
I don't know if I am because I don't have a disc drive to listen to it in on my computer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my computer doesn't have a disc drive.
That's weird.
Yeah, modern PCs people don't really use disc drives. I have to get a separate Blu-ray drive.
I mean, who buys physical PC games? Like, it's just not a thing.
No one does. Who buys physical media anymore? But
I buy physical media. Fuck you.
that's the joke.
But regardless, I definitely recommend this game. I haven't beaten it yet. Once we both beat it, we're gonna do a full review. We'll go more in depth. But this is just the first impressions, and I am loving this game so far.
Yeah, and the characters, interactions, and just the
Oh,
choices you can
yeah,
make.
there's more now too. Like, you have that whole ability chart now with the points that you can
Yeah, and
unlock.
there's the relationship system too, which was originally in 7, right? Or no?
Kinda.
Like it wasn't like outright like in your face about it.
Correct.
Okay, so this one is just like really emphasizing it.
Yeah, it is for
Yeah,
sure.
it's fun to go talk to them when you have like freedom for a little bit in like a town or
I always
whatever.
get a point to talk to my friends.
Yeah, same. Sometimes they don't
But
really have
guys,
anything to say, but sometimes they do.
go play this game.
If you don't, there's what's wrong with you, as Reggie would say.
Honestly, like you guys have zero reason not to play this game unless you just don't like Final Fantasy. In which case, why?
Regardless if you like Final Fantasy, it's a great game.
Yeah, I agree. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening to two nerds talk about a game that came out yesterday. And
Or well,
we'll see.
it's gonna be 2 days because this video is gonna not be uploaded till tomorrow because it's 11:37.
Yeah, you're right. So anyway, take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye bye.
Later.